watching USA, America's favorite cable network.
Hello, everyone. It is I, Bill. We're here on Up All Night on Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. We've got a subscriber goal, 1,000 subscribers. We're at 914. We're doing great. We got a super chat goal for this weekend, $50. We're at 0%. And we've got in the house a lot of folks coming in through here. Mr. George Valentine, good evening, good sirs, in chat said he. Susudio, hello, Bill and Jones. Are good to see you. Susudio, honor you 83 in the house. John, at Figuratively Speaking, just got through with his first live stream of 2024. Good job, John. Mega Demon Collects in the house. Hi, everyone. I like salt. My hero here in the house. 2 minutes, Bill, holding you accountable for the time thing. All right, buddy. This is the weekend of the time change. So tomorrow night, you got to change the clocks, springing forward this time. Don't forget to do that so you're not late Sunday morning for church or whatever you do on Sunday morning. And make sure that you're not messed up late for work, coming into work late with the excuse, no excuses. Moving on down, OBS. I'm already insane. What are you doing? I'm doing a up all night because I'm insane. Joneser and I have lost our freaking minds. You want to go nuts? Gonna go nuts tonight. Music and fun all coming up. And Mike Fee in the house. Hey, man, good to see you. Moving on down, Mr. Benny Poe. Oh, Studio already off the bat with a $1.49 super sticker. Good. Thank you. I appreciate that. And moving on down, who else is here? All Music Fan 88's here. Good to see you, Jeff. OBS already buzzed. All right, now you be careful there. Oh, Christina here in the house. What's up, Toy Mama? Good to see you. And there's that super chat. Look at that super chat already getting off the bat. I've been rocking out, says OBS. Yeah. All right. So we got everybody just about caught up, I think. Let me move on down and see if we got anybody I missed. If I missed you, I'm sorry. The chats are coming in really fast here. So Jonesy, my brother from another mother, yeah. I'm going to be late for everything, says Figuratively Speaking. Rocking out since I got home. Dance party, all right. Let's get Joneser in the house because he's over there just waiting.
What's up, everybody? It's Joneser, your favorite comic book guy. So let's do this!
And a black screen. Are you there, Joneser? Put your camera on and off or something. I can't see you. What happened to Jones? I cannot see you. I can hear you. Cam on and off or something. Yeah, I don't see you, man. Hold on. It might be my end. Hey guys, look at this wonderful show that I've got here for you with all these wonderful bells and whistles and it's produced so wonderfully. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Here, let me look down here. I can see you down here. I see your picture of you pointing at me down here. Oh, let me see here. Oh no, something wrong. seen. You are in the dark. I don't see you. Hello, everyone, says OBS. Robert's Infinite Realms in the house with us. Hey, man, what's happening? Gee, I don't know what's wrong with your cam, but I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing a thing, and that doesn't make any sense. There, I can see you now in the room. All right, I'm going to have to open the control room here. There you are. All right. Copy the solo link. Yeah, I'm going to go down here and I'm going to see if I can't jumpstart you. I can neither see nor hear Jones, or says she. All right. No. I'm going to try this again here. Okay. And refresh. Now, do you see him? I made Joneser appear because I'm that good. I can sit here and figure out how to make crap work on the fly. Jonesy, where are you, bro? Are you in the Twilight Zone? No, he's right here on the screen, flashing up his comic picture at us as he turns his cam on and off. Feels so good to be at my house with some tasty coffee and watching the stream. And speaking of tasty coffee, here goes my coffee right now. Joneser's in the house as All Music Fan 88. Show your ugly mug to him, man. There you go. So I see him, says OBS.
Did the echo go away?
I don't know. Are we echoing?
I ran away because I heard an echo.
Was it? I don't hear an echo. Do you hear an echo?
Not anymore. Apparently, I've got issues, Bill.
Shit, I've got issues too. And some of them are personal and messed up.
Mine was just on my shirt.
Figuratively speaking, with a $5 super chat. Good God, man. It's already started. All right. So we've got some music.
I would like to thank you very, very much for this. I wasn't expecting you to.
There we go. We got some music and fun. No echo, says All Music Fan 88. Okay, so we got Figuratively Speaking and Susudio both get to pick something from the list. So there we go. I could neither see nor hear Joneser in the beginning. Yeah, I know that. But now you should be able to see him. I think they can hear you in here too, Joneser, so you can talk.
I can see clearly now. The rain is gone.
Absolutely. All right, so we got all this music and fun here. So Susudio was the first out of the gate there with the super chat. So what do you want to hear there, Susudio? Let me know there in the live chat. And the same with you, John. Pick something off of that list, and I'll be glad to play it. I can see all obstacles in my way. Wait, why did the lady get cut off? I didn't mean to play that because I wanted that to be a special thing for Gojitron. I'll tell you what. I will go ahead and play that real quick for everybody because I really wanted to do that. The other day when I did my Sunday hangout, my wife came in and she shared with you. Here, let me put us back on the screen so they can see us talk instead of looking at that. But I want you guys, Susudio and Figuratively Speaking, to pick something off this list and let me know. What's My Mother Told Me? You Better Shop Around. No. It's a Viking song. You'll like it. It's a Viking song. You'll like that. Let me get back up here and put me and Jones are back on the screen. There we go. All right. So put the lady back on the screen. The lady is my wife, Paula. And on Sunday, she came and she shared her collection of Universal Monster figures from Jada Toys. And she made a comment that she was missing one, the Invisible Man. Well, my buddy Gojitron from the channel Gojitron heard that, and he said, Paula's going to have her Invisible Man. And so I was like, okay, that's cool. Thank you, Gojitron. I figured he had one or an extra one and he was sending it to me. No, this man went to Amazon.com and bought one and had it sent to my home and given to me and my wife, but especially to my wife because it's her collection. And she was so pleased with that she wanted to give Gojitron a shout out. And so let's go back to the videos and let's let you see my wife, Mrs. Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures, Paula herself, telling Gojitron thank you for her new toy.
I would like to thank you very, very much for this. I wasn't expecting you to get it. So I thank you very, very much, Gojitron.
And there she was. Hogan tells a lie, says to studio. Okay, did figuratively speaking pick his? No, he hasn't picked his yet, has he? The Ford commercial with the Dingo Wars. I don't have that right now, but I will get it. Paula's not with us tonight. She may come in the chat. She did earlier when me and Jones were over on Jones's show. But so studio wants Hogan tells a lie, so we'll have to remember that. And figuratively speaking, you need to pick one from the video list. So let me go up here and pull up music and fun. So we've got some music and fun there. John, if you want to pick anything on that list and we'll play it for you since you gave us a super chat. Just surprise me, Bill. Just surprise me. All right, I can do that. I certainly can. So first we'll do Hogan Tells a Lie for Stu Studio. Let me pull that up here and get that queued up. Make sure I don't have anything else to play on that. And we're going to play Hogan Tells a Lie for Stu Studio.
About true badass guys away from the ring, pro wrestlers that were really badasses that could kick your ass in a street fight. Over your time, who were some of the genuine badasses? I mean, I heard stories that Haku back in the day was a legitimate badass behind the scenes. Who was the greatest badass in your opinion?
Haku, for sure. Andre, no one ever tried him or tested him. He was just, Andre boxed for a while. Andre was a Golden Gloves boxer. Plus, he's not even, you couldn't compare him to another human being. Andre was a force to be reckoned with. Swede Hansen, an older wrestler when I first came in the business, was pretty well respected by a lot of people. And Brad Riggins, as far as taking care of himself, was really good at taking care of himself. And a really tough kid that we ran into.
Mm-hmm.
Well, brother, back in my day, I once wrestled a guy with a pet tiger. I think his name was Bjorn something. That guy was lethal. I suplexed him and ripped my back. Then Bjorn hit me with a chair shot, knocking me out on my feet. And then his pet tiger mauled me, and I had to be resuscitated on the Spanish announcer's table. Brother.
Mm-hmm.
In 1998, brother, I was at an all-day audience signing, some kind of convention for losers or whatever it was. Well, I about to go home when this guy, the very last guy, tries to get me to sign his Lone Ranger comic book. Think his name was Weird Late Night Bill or something. Odd name. I said, look, brother, I know I wrote it in my sleep under a pen name, but nobody's supposed to know. It could get me into some kind of legal trouble. Well, he flew into a rage, started choking me. I grabbed the comic book and tried to slap him with it, which only made him madder. I didn't want to hurt him, but after he used a Russian leg sweep on me and tried to hit me with the chair I had been sitting on all day, well, brother, I did what you had to do. I wrapped him up in a chokehold but he collapses and goes down on me real fast. Before I know it, he springs up and gives me a cheap shot in the family jewels. I knew then, brother, that these fan cons and signings are dangerous places and thought, yeah, it's time to go home. I don't need this crap.
All right. And that was Hogan Tells a Lie. And I've got something special coming up here in just a second for you, my friend John. Let me get my camera here to do what I want it to do. Oh, Lord, I hate it when it does that. There we go. All right, now. All right, I think I've got some of that latency going out of my camera here, so that I'm moving a little better. Not as good as I'd like, but hey, you know how it goes. You got a little taste of this earlier, didn't you, Joneser?
I sure did. It's a lot funner on this end now that I know what that end's like. That's for sure.
Rolando Flores has joined us, and so has Nightwing. Good to see you guys. And Bill, you are all mezzed as up. Yeah, I'm mezzed as up. I surely am. Now I'm going to play something special for my friend John. Figuratively speaking, this is featured in the video that dropped today. It's on my channel. It's the review of the vintage Superman figure. If you guys haven't had a chance to watch that, please do later. But this little bit here is in there, and let me go and set that up for John so that he can watch that, because I think he'd appreciate this. Took me a minute to make this. It took me longer to make this than it did the rest of that video earlier. So let me put that on here, get Hogan off of there. And we played this over on Joneser's channel. I think it'll play better over here the way I've got it set up there, Joneser. So let me know what you guys think about this. Here we go.
The Adventures of Superman. Speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman. Yes, it's Superman. A strange visitor from another planet who came to Earth with powers and abilities far beyond those of mortal men. Superman, who can change the course of mighty rivers, bend steel in his bare hands, and who, disguised as Clark Kent, mild-mannered reporter for a great metropolitan newspaper, fights a never-ending battle for truth, justice, and the American way.
And OBS says, I don't like that face. I'm sorry. That face is a pretty cool face, in my opinion. It pretty much matches the artwork that was there in the old style guide that they used, that Jose Garcia Lopez drew. Yeah, I see that, Studio. Your chat didn't show up very well on the screen because when you did the long ones like that, this plug-in that does the chat down there messes up. So, but we're praying for you guys' family, and I'm glad that you got home safe. Absolutely love that, Bill. Thank you there, John. Appreciate that, man. That's pretty cool. And Rolando Flores busy saying hello to everybody. Well, Joneser, what did you think about what all you got to do to make one of these things work here on the OBS?
You know, it's kind of hard. It's even harder when you're trying to perpetrate it, having never had done so, and trying to do shit you didn't prepare for. So that was the interesting part. But you're only going to get better if someone throws you zingers. So I got a few zingers thrown at me. I thought I did okay. I mean, the video played the first time without sound, but the second time it was there. I do think I got to find my way, because I think I can do. I'll probably be doing things differently. You know what I mean? or capturing screens differently. I got to understand it in my nonsense. I don't quite got it yet.
Yeah, it's tricky, and but yeah, it works sometimes, and sometimes it don't. It works better when you got the video yourself and you're playing it through OBS than it does when you're trying to grab somebody else's stuff. But we were working on the fly. One of the things that we did learn was that Joneser needs to learn how to set his toggle switch in YouTube Studio to automatically play, so that when OBS tells it to start streaming, it automatically starts to stream instead of him having to manually go over there and turn it on.
Yeah, that was an interesting. There was about 20 minutes of show nobody got. And I think that was better than what the first 20 minutes they did get.
And Sue Studio has noticed that Superman has a Superman curl when he's Superman, but he slicks his hair back as Clark Kent. That's correct. One of the ways in which he disguises himself. He also slumps over so that he looks like he's shorter than Superman when he's Clark Kent. And the best scene that I've ever seen was in Superman the movie. It was in Superman 2 when he was going to tell Lois Lane that he was Clark Kent. And he's standing in there and he takes his glasses off, and suddenly he comes up like this right here, and you see him look like he grows 3 inches. And
his voice changes too, Bill. He goes from, well, Lois, I thought I was going to take you out, to Lois, there's something I have to tell you. And then just like that, he goes right back. Well, what I meant to say was, I thought I'd maybe get you out for a hamburger, and he just played that part so well.
Yeah, and OBS is OBS to us, but there's also a piece of software called OBS, and that's what we use to stream with. So sometimes it can get confusing there.
It does, and yeah, that is confusing because, yeah, OBS is a person, and OBS is also a computerized software piece of equipment that is very complicated. And I really hope that OBS, the person, isn't half as complicated as that goddamn computer software program is.
I know. And I'm changing the late night logo to X-Ray Boy, because we're actually not doing late night right now. We're doing up all night. We'll do late night tomorrow night. Don't want to get confused here. I heard
late night. What night?
Tomorrow night. Saturday night, late night. Up all night is a special show that we do some Friday nights when we've lost our minds like we have tonight.
Well, I was told today was tomorrow yesterday. So
you sound like Johnny Sorensen. Damn. Johnny Sorensen came in on a Monday when Grindhead Jim was streaming and said it was Taco Tuesday, because he's always a day ahead of us. He lives in the future.
Johnny lives in the future. That is true. He never gives me stock tips or tells me when bad weather's coming, or if I'd appreciate guy living ahead and let us guys a little behind know what's up.
Look at that super chat go. We're already at $6.49. We're 12% into the super chat goal, and we ain't but just started. They're coming to take me away. They're coming to take me away to the funny farm.
I not only am a funny farm member, I'm also the president.
I'll tell you what. We promised music and fun, and if you want to suggest something, feel free to do it. Super chats are always welcome, but you don't have to super chat to suggest. We can always get a suggestion right there in the chat. I'm not here just to beg. I'm here to beg, but not just to beg. Let's just say that. OBS was wondering what was my mother told me. Well, I think yesterday is today. I see that. I like salt. OBS wanted to know what my mother told me was. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and play that so that she will know. It is a brand new tune that we released last week with T-Law. I think that you would appreciate that. So I'm going to cue that up so that you can watch that here in just a second. And we'll see if anybody wants to pick something from the list later, and I'll put that back on the screen after we play this video. And that was just for you. I'm getting the footage. Oh, this is awesome. Everyone, please hit that like button, says Sue Studio. Thank you, Sue Studio. Music and fun is the word of the day. And we're getting started here. So and I wanted Sue Studio to see that because she asked about it, and looks like she liked it. What do you think there, Joneser?
I like it. I like the song. Very cool tune.
It's a Viking tune. And if you want to hear it for reals, she was singing it in English, but it sounds even better when they sing it in the native Scandinavian tongue. Can't understand what they're saying, but it sounds better. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Yeah. And I found out something today. I was, I'm always kind of messing around online, and I look at trivia stuff, and stuff starts popping up in the Facebook and all that. Them little ads that come up and want you to click on clickbait and all that. Well, one of them that came up was interesting. We know someone by the name of Rollo, and he is a native German, which means that he is of Viking descendage. He's very proud of that, and he'll tell you about it. Sometimes he has this rune symbol on the screen whenever he used to live stream. Do you know who Rollo was in history?
I do not.
He was a Viking, and he was given his own kingdom by Charlemagne, and he ruled the Franks, the Normans. But he was a king, a Viking king, who ruled France at that time, back in those days, known as the Frankish Kingdom. And I think that's where Rollo picked his name from. What do you think? That's a smart dude, you know. And if you're listening, Rollo, I love you. You know, he hangs out in here and lurks, and we don't know he's here. When I pause like this, that's your cue to talk, Joneser.
I was wondering. So, up all night, huh?
Yeah, we're at 2 hours. It's always 2 hours. We try not to go over 2 hours. Sometimes we go to 2 hours, 20 minutes. It depends on how much people are enjoying the show. And how do I know that you're enjoying the show? Well, that's when you send me super chats, or you at least engage with me. Speaking of engagement, we need to engage these people because they seem disengaged right now. So we're going to start a poll. And it's always, how was your week? That's my first poll of the whenever I start a show. So I'm going to do it. How was your week? How was your week? And the first one was, it was wonderful. The second one is going to be, meh. And the third one is going to be, I hated it. Yuck. And let's start that poll right now. And my week has been great. So it was wonderful. What about your week there, Joneser?
Meh. We got through it. Let's just call it good enough.
Well, right now, meh is at 83%. So we'll see how that goes. OBS says, I got to go to Drunky Food, canned ravioli, peanut butter bread. All right, I got some canned ravioli in there. I'm probably going to be eating like that this weekend too, because I'm going to be batching it all weekend long. And she's meh. And Susudio reminds everyone to hit the like button. Thank you, Susudio. And OBS kind of laughing there at you, Jonesy. And we got 914 subscribers there of the channel, Joneser. Look at that. And I got one of those subscribers today on your stream. Did you know that?
I did. Yeah, it was a nice feller called Nowhere Bound. Good friend of mine. Well, I met him once, bought some comics with him. Been following him since the convention. Very, very nice guy. He sells comics with his brother. They're local to me somewhat. I want to say within a couple 100 miles of each other. More local to me than you are. I've actually met him in person once. But yeah, very, very good guy. So I was glad I could contribute.
Susudio says mine was knee and surgery. Now, her brother took her to go to surgery, and he came to see about Dad there. So it's good to see that the family kind of got together. I don't know how often you get to see your brother, but it's always good when you get to. I don't really like it, but I eat it anyway. I don't feel like cooking. I made over 40 freaking cheesesteak egg rolls today. All right, OBS. You know what? I like canned ravioli, especially the Chef Boyardee brand. I likes me some Chef Boyardee.
I like me some Italian food. I'm more a Mexican food guy, though.
I like Mexican food from the Mexican restaurant. Have you ever had molcajete?
Never even heard of it.
Well, next time you go to the Mexican restaurant there in your area, ask and make sure you go to one that's got real Mexicans in it. Ask for molcajete. You will get more than enough to eat, and you will enjoy it. And it comes in this black pot, and it's all kinds of good things to eat in there, plus rice and beans and all the sides and some what is that the peppers and the stuff that's all mixed together. They have a name for that. I forget what it's called right now.
Yeah, I grew up on the border, and I never heard of no molcajete or food being sold. I think I'm Mexican differently than you Mexican. I'm more of a burrito the size of your arm type fella.
No, Mexican is delicious. So is Italian. Food is good. I probably should have restarted my computer before I started in today because I did some video editing. My brother lives in Vegas, and I haven't seen him for about 4 years because he was sick for a while. He has LASIK and knee surgery. Okay. Is your brother older than you or younger than you? That's the question. And no, Studio, I don't know how old you are, and I wouldn't venture to begin to guess because you look a lot younger than you think you do.
So we caught up the chat here, or what's happening, buddy?
I'm just watching here. Let's see. I have to cut up 80 pounds of chicken tomorrow. Italian cutlets and chicken bites. The breast of seas. Okay. Question, OBS. Are you working on Saturdays now? Are you going to be able to be here for Saturday night? I hope so, because I always miss you when you're not around. The train going by. Can you hear it, Jones?
I heard the train. You're cutting in and out.
Am I? I'm going to kill my camera, but I'm gonna kill the cam here, but hopefully I'll still be around. I'm gonna stop the control room. I don't need it on there. I'll come over here and we'll do that for a little while and see if that helps things a little bit without having to render me on the screen. You can still hear me, can't you, Joneser?
I can now.
Yeah. There's a lot going on. So, and yeah, I probably should have rebooted the system before I started up tonight, because I did a video edit tonight, and I did this for my buddy Manic Plastic, who's not here tonight, but he will probably watch the replay. He suggested a commercial, and I'm going to play that commercial in this commercial break, and you can guess which one that he suggested out of all these commercials. So before I do that though, let me go over here and see how this poll is going. It looks like 11. I see that 11% voted for It Was Wonderful, and 89% voted for meh. So I guess meh wins. All right. So there we go. End that poll. Yeah, I'm here Saturday nights. Passed out last Saturday. They're making me work Fridays now. Oh man. All right, let's run the commercial break real quick, and I want to make sure I got that commercial set up to go. I think I do. And out of all of these commercials, I want everyone, including you, Joneser, to guess which one that Manic Plastic suggested for me today.
And now these messages.
How do you get shirts so clean, Mr. Lee? Ancient Chinese secret.
My husband, some hotshot. Here's his ancient Chinese secret. New improved Calgon. Calgon's 2 water softeners soften wash water so detergents clean better. In hardest water, Calgon helps detergents get laundry up to 30% cleaner. We need more Calgon.
Ancient Chinese secret, huh?
Calgon helps detergents get laundry up to 30% cleaner.
Lex Luthor has Superman trapped. He's using kryptonite to destroy his powers.
Now you'll tell me why Superman peanut butter tastes so great. Never. So fresh roasted, so creamy, so yummy. Then its secret will be mine, all mine. Yay! Foiled again! Just wait, Superman. I'll find out.
Superman peanut butter. Its strength is its great taste.
It certainly is a big bun. It's a very big bun. Big, fluffy bun. It's a very big, fluffy bun.
Where's the beef?
Some hamburger places give you a lot less beef on a lot of bun.
Where's the beef?
At Wendy's, we serve a hamburger we modestly call a single. And Wendy's single has more beef than the Whopper or Big Mac. At Wendy's, you get more beef and less bun.
Hey, where's the beef?
I don't think there's anybody back there.
You want something better. You're Wendy's kind of people.
They're the A-Team. You know their soldiers of fortune. They're the A-Team. Helping people in need. Pretend that you're Hannibal. Murdoch or Face, or maybe B.A. Baracus. You know each one is an ace. Each is sold separately with rifle and gear. If there's trouble to face, you know the A-Team's here. They're the A-Team. The A-Team. Hannibal, Face, Murdoch, and B.A. Baracus. Each is sold separately from Corona Toys.
Attention, attention, lady thinks high toy prices fishy.
Holy sardine, Batman.
Let's not sit on our perch, Robin. Anchovies away, Penguin. Listen, man, only at Zellers are you protected by...
The law of Toyland. Nobody beats Zellers prices on toys. Nobody.
Well said, Robin. You're protected at Zellers because the lowest price is the law.
I know Cool, and Cool's teaming up with a good balanced breakfast.
Teaming up with Mr. T cereal that's getting on the team that knows how cool breakfast can be. You get a crispy corn taste with a touch of brown sugar. Teaming up with Mr. T.
It's Cool.
Teaming up with Mr. T. Golden sweet crispy teas. One bite and you're gonna be eating with a team that's teaming up with Mr. T.
It's Cool.
Teaming up with Mr. T.
When you get up and get a drink, you really ought to stop and think about the way to quench your heavy thirst. The refrigerator is loaded, but before you grab a soda, why not try a big wet glass of water first? Cold water is a drink that you can trust. No one's ever lost a tooth from us. So try to drink 6 glasses, put down between your classes when you're thirsty. Reach for water, you know you really ought to. It's the best no-calorie drink in all the world.
And now, this message.
No, I had it on loop. Good grief. All right. Well, I'm back, and Motu Jones is over there with the Fantastic Four issue on the screen for us. And people wondering what Mr. T cereal tasted like. It tasted just like Captain Crunch. Mike B said it tastes nasty. I didn't think it tasted nasty. I like Captain Crunch. Matter of fact, I think that's what I'm going to get for breakfast in the morning. I'm going to get me a good, hearty breakfast of Captain Crunch with crunch berries in it.
I pity the fool, don't eat my cereal.
Might be, I pity the milk. All right. Did you ever do this, Jones, on Saturday morning, go make yourself a big old bowl of cereal and pour the milk in it? And then you eat all the cereal out of it, and there's still milk left in the bowl, so you got to go pour more cereal in it so you can eat some more. And then you eat it until the milk is like saturated with sugar, and then you drink the sugar milk.
Yes, I think you haven't lived if you haven't done that.
Ah, that is the way to go. Captain Crunch shreds the roof of your mouth. I've heard that, but if you let it sog up in the milk, it don't.
Only if you have a weak mouth. If you have a tough, manly mouth, the mouth shreds the Captain Crunch, and the Captain Crunch does not shred the mouth. You just have to be tough.
Mike B says, I like Captain Crunch, but not Mr. T. It was nasty. Okay. All right. I'm not going to argue with you, but I thought it was the same. C-3POs was the same thing, too.
I was just going to say, what about C-3POs? I think that was the same thing, just in a different shape.
Yeah. All right, question. Did Fruit Loops have different flavors, or were they all the same flavor?
They're all the same. Color? It's just your mind thinking that because they're different color.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Crap, wrong thing. There we go. Now, I was playing the music that we just played a minute ago. Good grief. Here's the video list, guys. Tell me what y'all want to see. If you want to see anything on the video list, if y'all are tired of it, let me know and I'll quit playing them, whatever you want. Everybody gets a pick. You don't have to super chat to pick, but super chats are always welcome. Honey Nut Cheerios, thank you. I've had Honey Nut Cheerios. They're pretty damn good.
It's my favorite.
I'm not a man.
I do have cereal, I have that.
I'm not a man, Jonesy. I'm your sister from another mister.
That's true.
Motu song, please. You got it there, Jeff. I'll get you right up on the list here. So let me go into the studio mode here and get that queued up, and we'll play it in just a second. Just hang tight. That'd be karaoke night, sir. Honey Nut Cheerios is good. I like Life cereal. Give it to me, Mikey. He doesn't like anything. But he did. He likes it. He likes it.
Mikey likes it.
Yeah. Mike B says I put an S load of sugar in his in normal Cheerios. I'm buying Motu tonight, so I need the song. All right, man. What you buying? Tell us what you're buying. I've never had Life cereal. Have you ever had Life cereal?
I have.
Did you like it? Did you like it, Mikey?
It was all right.
Okay, all right. Not earth-shattering good, but just all right.
No, just all right. Mm-hmm. What was the best? You would say the best cereal you ever had?
Well, let's go over the cereals that I've had. I've had Super Sugar Smacks, which they changed the name to Super Golden Crisp, but it was always Sugar Crisp. I've had Sugar Smacks, which is the one with the frog on it, which I didn't like those much. I've had Pops. You remember Pops cereal, the little round
corn Pops?
Yeah, corn Pops. Yeah. I've had Lucky Charms. They're not what they're made out to be. They're not all that great. I've had Count Chocula and I've had Frankenberry. Those are pretty damn good. I've had Raisin Bran. I gotta add raisins. They don't have, it says 2 scoops, but that's a lie. There's not enough raisins in Raisin Bran. I've even had grape nuts. That's a chore to eat. I'm gonna tell you now. You got to put sugar in that and it'll break your teeth if you. Sugar Smacks were good. Okay. But I'm going to tell you, to be honest with you, my favorite cereal in the whole wide world is Captain Crunch with Crunch Berries in it. Don't like the real sugary. Do you remember trying to eat, what was that? Was it the brand? It was like come in a block. And it was like brand. God, what was it?
Bran Flakes? Crackling Oat Bran?
Nasty. My favorite is I'm like Chex cereal at all. Then my favorite Pebbles and Sugar Bear Cookie Crisp, the one with and I'm old Frosted Flakes. Frosted Flakes didn't do it for me. I like Tony Tiger, but I don't like his cereal. I can't do too much sugar. Diabetic can't, says Jeff. Sorry about that, man. I don't know if I can pick a favorite, says Ocean Breeze Sauce. Shredded wheat. Yeah, that you ever tried that? The shredded wheat?
Yeah, I've had it.
I'm not talking about the one that's got sugar on one side.
No, I know what you mean. The one that tastes like friggin' hay bale. I had it.
Ugh.
I'll tell you what. I'm not going to name all 9,000 different cereals I've tried before. I'll just skip right to my favorite one. If you chop up a banana and stick it in some Reese's Puffs, that's a pretty good time.
Reese's Puffs is pretty good cereal. I've had that before. It reminds me of Captain Crunch peanut butter.
Yeah, that's just as good.
As you can see, I'm a Captain Crunch guy. I kind of like Captain Crunch. All right, Jones, I'm going to play the karaoke night there for Jeff because he was so kind to request that. Here we go, guys. Karaoke night. All right, we're back, and everybody's chatting here. Danger, Will Robinson. Remember, Barry, the one where they shrunk down inside the robot, and Space Ghost was okay when nothing else was on. I liked Space Ghost, dude. Space Ghost was cool as hell. Space Ghost Coast to Coast was funny as hell. Yes, the actual Space Ghost cartoon to me was badass. Especially the ones from the 60s. Now, the ones that they did in the late 70s, they were okay. And those were actually the first ones I watched. I didn't get to see the old Space Ghost ones until much later in life. And Jonesy is sending me something special. Now, I'm going to ask you, Jonesy, right here live on the air. Do you want me to add Dick Tracy to our music and fun list, or do you want to keep that for yourself only?
You could cut it in there. You could even trim it. It's kind of long, but
it is what it is.
And how did you want me to send this?
Send it. I don't know how big it is. Is it too big for email? If it's too big for email, we may have to put it in a Google Drive and then send me the link to it that way.
Right. I was just thinking that.
Yes, I did, Mega Demon Collection. That was sad. I saw you had posted about that earlier, but I didn't get a chance to put that on the screen. The creator of Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Quest, Akira Toriyama, passed away, and that's sad.
Jesus.
Space Ghost I watched was on Cartoon Express. That's the one. Those were the old ones. The new Space Ghosts were part of Space Stars, which played on NBC in the late 70s, and they pretty much picked up right where the old one left off, but it was a little big. Dick Tracy is too big. Too big.
Whoa.
What was that?
It played instead of sent.
Oh. Is it too big for email, or are you going to put it in a Google Drive?
I'm trying to convert it.
Oh, you're converting it. What are you converting it to?
Well, how would I send it to Google Drive?
You have a Google Drive, right? So just put it in a folder in the Google Drive, and then you're going to right click or click on the file that's in there and share. And it's going to give you a share link on there so you can share it, and you're going to send me that link.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. Give me a second here.
All right. OBS. I know that it's dark on the screen when you write too much. It's a failing of this program I'm using. It says I used to read Dick Tracy in the Sunday comics. I would say I would stay at my favorite aunt's, and my Uncle Bill would leave the Sunday paper and donuts and biscuits in the morning. Good memory periods. I miss her. Oh, that's cool. I used to read Dick Tracy in the funny papers. At one time, I was following it pretty closely back when Max Allen Collins was doing it. That movie was great. I had some Dick Tracy books also back in the day, says Mike Fee. Speaking of Dick Tracy books, old Joneser got his hands on some Dick Tracy compilations of the Sunday Strip, pretty much completing your collection except for maybe one book.
Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty close. I've got 1 through 11. Number 12, I think, is the one I'm looking for now. I'm not sure. I'll have to look.
I will venture a guess here, Jonesy. You're going to skip the Moon Maiden Space Coop stories.
Oh, yeah, you better believe that. No, that's not my jam. That's not Dick Tracy to me.
I think it is personally, but you know, it is what it is. It is still referenced occasionally in the strip. You know that, right? It did happen.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's just like bad wrestling. They just stop talking about it and they hope you forget.
What was that horrible storyline that Triple H did where they were messing with Kane and they're Katie Vick? Was that the name of the storyline?
Oh, yeah. That was Kane's girlfriend, and then she died, and then he effed her brains out, the corpse. It was pretty bad.
And they just stopped that storyline mid-storyline and just stopped referencing it all together.
Yeah, they as they should have.
Yeah, they never should have done. Who allowed that? I know that came out of Triple H's.
I think I know nobody who allowed that. Let me tell you something. You're fired.
So how are they going to erase him from history like they did Chris Benoit? That's going to be impossible. They've already done Brock Lesnar. You know they're erasing him, right? How can you erase Brock Lesnar?
Yeah. Here's the thing. Okay, since we're going to go down that rabbit hole, Vince McMahon, horrible person, has been agreed as such. Brock Lesnar, same thing. You know, oh my God, the athletes that treated women like objects. Oh my God, I've never heard of this. But anyway, Benoit, Chris Benoit, he did what he did.
He unalived his whole family.
Okay. Does that mean he wasn't an awesome wrestler?
No, it doesn't. Chris Benoit is probably one of the most awesome wrestlers I've ever seen. Chris Benoit was one of the greatest hookers that I've ever seen in modern times. He could wrestle. We did wrestle. It wasn't a bunch of stupid crap. He wrestled.
Well, now I'm going to circle back. To where we first started. Does the horrible things that Chris Benoit perpetrated and the horrible things that Vince McMahon allegedly perpetrated and the horrible things that Brock Lesnar perpetrated, does that erase all their career? All three of them? Does that mean it didn't happen? You can't view it, you can't see it, you can't acknowledge it, you can't even like it or appreciate it for what it was? Nope. They are erased.
Brock only had 3 moves. Well, that was in his wrestling career. You know, he also had a career in the UFC, and I think he was a pretty damn good fighter in that as well. Was he not, Jones?
He was, and he also was a collegiate wrestler. He was state champion, I believe, or you know, I mean, Brock freaking Lesnar. You're not going to forget him. You know, he's not going away. Vince freaking McMahon. He changed wrestling.
And if we're going to add people to people who are shitty, people in real life and done shitty things to people, everybody's favorite, you can't see me, John Cena is right up in there with them, and I think that he's probably a piece of crap too. But I like him on the screen as a wrestler. I can compartmentalize that. Can you, Joneser?
Yeah, and I'm learning to like. There's certain people that I really like that went to maybe some certain kind of little place out to sea, and we're all kind of figuring that out, you know. And it's like, oh my God, Forrest Gump and Iron Man, and say it isn't so. My favorite people are perpetrating terrible things, but it's like, here's the thing, Bill, we don't know these people. We're borrowing them. We're borrowing a phony part of them they're putting on camera, and we don't know these people. Forrest
Well,
Gump is not Tom Hanks.
Well, here's the other thing. There's nothing new under the sun, saith the Lord. And I'm going to tell you right now that Hollywood is the same as it always ever was when it comes to the creepazoids who do creepy things. It's been going on since there was a stage, and
before there was Hollywood in the sky, it was happening.
Yeah, that's it. Figuratively speaking, says, I'm going to completely disagree with the whole Chris Benoit thing. I believe Chris Benoit was unalived. I believe his family was unalived, and I believe that Kevin Sullivan had something to do with it.
I've heard that, and I don't know. That to me, that those kind of things, I have to just say I don't know. I wasn't there, and anybody that did know and was there can't speak anymore. So we'll probably never know what really happened. We can tell by like when cell phone and text stopped happening and things like that. That's how they're piecing this together and what they found when they got there. You know,
hold on. John says, I believe Vince McMahon had some sort of cover up with Kevin Sullivan. He's a Mason, and McMahon's a Mason, and there's too many things that don't make sense in the entire case. I think I've heard these things before. I don't know. And I don't think anybody really knows except those that may or may not have been involved.
Correct. It's kind of like, did Billy the Kid get shot by Pat Garrett? Well, we got a story that says that, and they have a hole somewhere in Mexico. They'll say he's in it, but, you know, some people say he survived into the 50s. You know, you just don't know. Can I say he did? Can I say he didn't? I don't know. It makes a cool story.
Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. That was an awesome damn movie with Chris Christopherson in it, I believe. And we had a character named Alias in that was played by Bob Dylan. I used to play music when I needed to have a better day. Yeah, music is always good. It soothes the soul. I like to listen to Celtic music with bagpipes in it and Irish flutes and stuff like that. That's my kind of music.
I was more of a rock and roll guy. Rock and roll was my jam.
Hey, I like some rock music. Hey, I'm a metalhead too now. I like some Iron Maiden. And Raymond Burr was gay, and it never came out till years after he died. But that doesn't mean he wasn't a good actor and a decent person. I still absolutely. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're gay or not. Here's the thing: people wonder about what I think because I'm Southern, and some people think that I'm conservative. I'm not. I'm actually more libertarian than anything else. And libertarian, if you look that up, I mean, you do whatever you want to do as long as you're not hurting somebody. But here's the thing: when it comes to people being gay or not gay, I don't give a crap. I could care less. I don't care. As long as you're not trying to do me or anything like that, I'm perfectly happy with what you do in the privacy of your home, and it's none of my business. Right?
No, I couldn't agree more. I mean, people too uptight nowadays. It's almost like I think now that it's more accepted, that it's a little more, you know, like in your face nowadays. Now it's like I have a friend you're talking about these kind of things. Let me finish my point. Let me finish my point here. We're talking about these kind of things, and you know, I asked him, how much do you care that I'm straight? 0%. And I said, that's exactly how much I care that you're gay. 0%. It means nothing to me. So it doesn't, you do you. That's the world. We should all be minding our own business, living our own life, loving how we want to love, being what we want to be. You know, there shouldn't even be a conversation.
I disagree with OBS. What I think is happening is that you're seeing a lot of those people being featured for some odd reason, and I think that there's a reason behind that. But I think that a normal, everyday person who just happens to have that lifestyle, they're not like that at all. Matter of fact, my own brother is like that, and I love him to death as my brother, and I don't care less what he does when it comes to that. And he knows that, and he loves me back, and that's just it. And yet I had Jamie in stitches when I said, as long as they don't try to do me. I mean that's it. That's just it. And the people who do terrible things are all over Hollywood, and the terrible things people that enable those people to do the terrible things. I think you're right. They're minions of the bad guy who lives underneath the earth in the flames down there. And anybody who would do terrible things to the young people deserve to live in torment for the rest of eternity.
Like, kids should be just kids. Kids, I don't even know why kids are even in a conversation about sex. That's wrong to begin with. Like, I mean, gay, straight, whatever part of the alphabet you're claiming to be now, the kindergartners don't need to freaking know about that.
Yeah, the thing is, these people that you see on TV doing these things and promoting these things are the most minuscule, tiny portion of the population that is in the world. But the problem is the apps like TikTok and Twitter, which make it look like that they're everywhere when they're not. Same Studio. That's me right there in a nutshell. Now, moving on to something different, because I don't want to talk about people who do terrible things to the small ones. I've become so numb I can't feel you there. Well, did we try to send the video to me, or did we get sidetracked?
I sent it.
All right. Did you send it by email?
I did.
All right. Let me check that email. And while I'm doing that, you know what I'm going to do, Joneser? I'm going to throw you up full screen.
Oh boy. Okay. I don't know where the show is. Holy crap. Hey, everybody. Well, now that it's just me and I've got some stuff in the mail, got some Green Lantern comics, I'd like to show them off. These are from the 60s. So oh, that's hilarious. I'll have to try that again. Sold.
I'm on. Okay, so I went to go get Jonesy's showing us some Green Lantern books here. I went to get Jonesy's video, and Jonesy only sent me a JPEG of the thumbnail for it. He did not send me the actual video itself. Wah, wah.
Apparently, I can't handle the screens even in this room.
Jonesy's got badass shit, says OBS.
Give me a second here.
Okay. I'm giving you a sec. And while he's doing that, I'm going to go to a commercial break. So let me go over here and set us up more commercials. We've seen some of these before, but hey, everybody loves to see them old commercials. So I'm going to go and start at the top of the list and go right on down and go through those commercials one by one as we do commercial breaks. So we'll be right back, folks, right after these messages.
And now these messages.
How do you get shirts so clean, Mr. Lee?
Ancient Chinese
Who's the big guy with the muscles?
He's He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. ever. Skeletor is his enemy.
Here's He-Man, Skeletor, and Castle Grayskull. You have to put the castle together. You're doomed, He-Man.
Oh, yeah? Watch this action, Dad. Now I have the power.
He-Man and Skeletor each sold separately. Castle Grayskull also sold separately from the Masters of the Universe collection from Mattel.
As evening approaches Toothopolis, so do the cavity creeps.
Oh, no! Cavity creeps!
Hurry, the crest's up.
Cavity creeps spotted.
We make holes in teeth.
Crest with Florence can will fix them.
Not Crest!
Yay! Crest!
Watch treats
See your dentist.
and fight the cavity creeps like the Crest team.
Fight cavities with Crest.
Coming from the farthest reaches of the universe to challenge the worst villains on Earth are the most powerful heroes ever in the battle of the Superpowers collection. What's this? The dam's about to blow and take Robin with it? Who'll stop the Joker and Luthor?
Aquaman!
Kenner's new Superpowers collection. Figures with power action, each sold separately with its own mini-comic.
Aquaman's down!
Who can help now? A power ring, a power action punch.
Defuse the bomb!
Can this madness be stopped in time? You decide.
There goes the honeycomb hideout.
We're back in caveman time.
Me big caveman, want big cereal.
Try honeycomb, it's a big mouthful.
Honeycomb's big, 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 big. Got a big bite. Right, right, right. Honeycomb's a big mouthful. It tastes just right.
Post-honeycomb cereal is part of a balanced breakfast.
It's big mouthful.
Honeycomb's a big mouthful. It tastes just right.
Bang, bang, bang! Oh, howdy, partner. Time for timer. Do you ever get that hungry feeling after school? Boy, I do. I'm so hungry, I could eat a wagon wheel. When I'm slow on the draw and I need something to chaw, I hanker for a hunk of cheese. When my 10-gallon hat's a feeling 5 gallons flat, I got something planned, which is little cheese sandwiches. Come on! Here's a great little snack to tide you over till dinner. If you want something delicious and nutritious, cheese is a super snack. Look, a wagon wheel. When my get up and go has got up and went, I hanker for a hunk of cheese. When I'm dancing down and my boots kind of slow down, or anytime I'm weak in the knees, I hanker for a hunk of, a slab or slice and chunk of, a snacker that is a winner, and yet won't spoil my dinner. I hanker for a hunk of cheese. Yahoo!
And we are back. We make holes in teeth. We make holes in teeth. The cavity creep. Have you ever seen the Family Guy where he joined the cavity creeps?
I did. Good old Peter Griffin.
Crispy critters, what a crunch. Figuratively speaking, it says that his medicine is making him go into La La Land. I bet you can attest to that. You've had that happen to you before, haven't you?
I have. It is a thing that can happen to a fella. It is hard too to try to jump through all the flaming hoops and whatnot sometimes while you're doing that.
OBS is naming off all this cheese here: white American, Swiss, provolone, mutts, blue, feta, goat, Gouda, Havarti, pepper jack.
Gouda, Bill. Gouda. It's a Gouda, like it wasn't a bada.
Like gout in your foot. Gouda. Reminds me of the movie Mr. Mom. Cheese. And why is it whenever somebody shows cheese, it's always got holes in it? Only Swiss has holes in it, and it's not yellow, right? What is it with cartoon cheese?
I don't know. I can't say for sure. I'm not a cheese expert, so I don't know the properties of cheese. I do know that supposedly the stinkier the cheese, the better it is, and I do not agree with that.
Mm-mm. What is that nasty, stinky cheese that smells like shit?
Shit?
No. Oh,
I don't know.
Cartoon cheese. Yeah, cartoon cheese is always yellow, but it has holes in it like Swiss. Limburger, that's it. Limburger cheese. That shit tastes so. I've never tasted it because it smells so horrible that it makes me want to throw up before I even put it in my mouth. Feta cheese.
We got some kind of, I don't know what name it is. We got some kind of fancy stinky cheese, and it's actually one of the kids that wanted it. And the way to do it is you get your spaghetti or your pasta or whatever you want, and you put it in one of them shredders, and it sprinkles it around there.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes real good. It just don't smell real good.
I don't know, but there is some stinky stuff out there, and I don't know why people eat it. You know, why is it always the nasty, stinky stuff, the stuff that rich folks want to eat, like the fish eggs, and you stick it on a cracker and you eat it with that's nasty, gross.
Oh, you never had no caviar?
Fuck that. Oh, yeah. Parmesan cheese is what you sprinkle on sketties and pizzas and stuff like that.
Yeah, you can get the Parmesan. That works too.
Parmesan.
There's
sound like me. Love some blue cheese. That's got mold all in it. Gross. That blue in the blue cheese is mold.
Can I ask you if you think you're a picky eater or a guy that would try anything?
I'm picky as hell. Always have been.
Yeah.
I eat plain hamburgers.
Oh, that's terrible.
I only put 2 toppings on. Well, 2. I actually put meat now. I'll do all the meats. But as far as toppings go on pizza, I'm a pepperoni and mushrooms only kind of guy. Don't put bell peppers on anything that's not fit for human consumption. And mold is penicillin, which is
okay.
Go ahead.
I'm the opposite. I'll try anything once. I'll eat anything. You put it all on there, whatever. Supreme pizza sounds good. What's that? I never had that before. I'll try a bite.
You know, I think you're correct there, Jones. Or you will do anything because you ate tuna fish salad's nasty tuna fish sandwich.
That wasn't nothing. We should find a real challenge. Something I wouldn't eat. Not like freaking Fear Factor though. Like I ain't doing bugs and like cow balls and nasty shit like that. But
Swiss
human
cheese
food.
Funky too. I like the aged. I like Swiss, but the thing about Swiss is I don't like it alone. It has to be on something, and I like it a little melty.
Mushroom Swiss, ham and Swiss.
I guess Mike Fee must be one of those I'll eat anything kind of guys. He said that's me also. Jamie said that is there anything we don't have in common there, Jones? Brie cheese is nasty. I've heard of that. I agree. I think you're probably right. I believe you. Pardon me, sir, but do you have any gray poop? That's nasty. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's nasty ass mustard.
Nasty ass mustard. You probably wouldn't like half the mustards in my fridge. We got more than one.
Well, I've noticed that anything that says gourmet in it is probably nasty. All right. Let me see if this emails.
I think I did it right this time, God.
Yes, you did. All right.
Jesus, I can't do anything right.
And the Google Drive is slowly loading. I'm probably going to go max headroom here while it's trying to load. Probably going to lose the chat for a minute. Y'all bear with me. Page is unresponsive because it's trying to load because I got too much crap open, and it's slowly beginning to load. I see the name in the list. And it's spinning. And I don't care about all that. I want to download it. Google Drive can't scan this file for viruses. I don't give a damn. I know you're doing it. Download it anyway. And boom, it's going into the download folder. I can close that link right there. Hopefully I can close this link and download it going.
Now. Oh, figuratively speaking.
I have not eaten. I've not eaten pickled pig's feet in a long time, and I'm not partial to them. My grandmother liked that. I know the pig snouts. I've smelled them cooking, and they smell wonderful, but I just can't get over them, and I can't eat them.
Horseradish, girl after my own heart.
3 turds mustard clustered, and you get the big crap. I don't know. No pig's feet. Pickled herring. No.
I like pickled herring.
What does it taste like? Pickled herring? Is there a taste?
Fish pickled? I don't know.
Gross.
Pickled fish?
I've had chitlins. I will say I've had chitlins and cooked right. I don't like them boiled. I like them fried. And I have to know the cook. They must be cleaned. They must be cleaned. And the pre-cleaned ones, you're going to clean them again before you cook them, because when you clean them again, you're going to find out that the pre-cleaned chitlins weren't clean.
I like how Bill's got to know the cook, and I'd probably eat a hot dog I found on the ground. That's hilarious.
Jonesy, a man after my own heart, but I can't eat that shit. I'm sorry. All right, now I'm going to go to the studio, go down here to the video list, and make sure that I turn off karaoke night. I had the Calgon commercial playing at the same time the other commercial was before. So yeah, I do make mistakes too, Jonesy. So don't think that you're the only one. Dick Tracy.
He's a good cop. It's funny, I'd send him this task because he had me get a video from him going, and I failed miserably. I wanted to see if he could do it.
Now let me ask you this, Joneser. What is the title of the video itself? I mean, what is the episode title?
Dick Tracy episode 1.
Episode 1.
That's all it is. It's
kind of like History of the World Part 2, right?
Yeah.
If you catch that reference. Because everybody wanted to know where History of the World Part 1 was, and there is not one. That was the funny part.
Well, and I'm supposed to be making more of these, but we got backgrounds getting worked on, and it's probably going to have a completely different look when we finally do it. But I guess these were probably more going to be test shots than they'll be the thing. But they were good test shots, so we made a little episode out of it, me and my son.
I thought Lyric did an excellent job. And
well, Lyric worked on the backgrounds, so he did a lot of the, like, you'll see Dick Tracy's desk all taped up, and he did it off the video game, and then I did some of the cardboard backgrounds, the figures stand behind. Lyric did a lot of the props, and then there's like a whole city, like that you'll see for like a second, like cardboard boxes and paper, and Lyric did all that.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, any cardboard or paper or special effects, like we get a light flashing and muzzle flashes in the guns, that was all Lyric's idea. They're like 3 photographs flipping and like that, so it looks like it's animation, but it's really actually was the easiest thing to do. And him just holding a flashlight in the middle frame.
All right. I'm going to have to go over to the video list and resize the video and set the sound on it, because you cannot do that in studio mode. Fix this, people who make OBS Studio, so you can do all of this in freaking studio mode and not have to actually go into it. So that those of us who can't produce our show before the show starts and produce it live on the freaking air can do this crap. All right, so I'm going over there in just a second. And it's going to be a little bit of dead time. Bear with me, folks. You know how it works over here.
If he can even pull it off the first time, I'll be impressed.
Well, I've got to work at it. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. I'm going to run over there and try to get this done.
Okay, Mumbles. Big Boy's on his way to the slammer. Itchy's probably at the bottom of the river. You are in the hot seat. Now, where is Flat Top?
What are you talking about, Brady? I don't know no Flat Top.
No point denying it, Mumbles. We got plenty of photos of the two of you together. Cooperate. Maybe get a lighter sentence. You got nothing on me. I didn't do nothing on my lawyer. Forget it, Sam. I'm done playing nice. Hit the lights. Sorry, Mumbles. Looks like you're in for a long night. You giving me the third degree, I don't want my lawyer. This ends when you tell me where Flat Top is. Unfortunately for you, Mumbles, I don't believe you. Sam, why don't you go ahead and see what you can get out of him? I'm getting a coffee.
Calling Dick Tracy. Come in, Tracy.
What do you need, Pat? I'm kind of in the middle of something here.
Tracy, Flat Top's out on 5th and G, firing indiscriminately. 2 officers and a few civilians are down. He's screaming for you.
I'm on my way.
Where's Tracy? He doesn't have the guts to face me. I'll kill every copper until I see he shows.
He's out of control. Lost his mind. I'll have to wait for the right moment.
There yous are.
Steady, Tracy. He's gonna be out soon. Now!
What? Reload? Not now!
This is Tracy. Suspect is down. Repeat, suspect is down.
All right, Tracy. Dispatching an ambulance.
And there you go. What do you think, Joneser? Did I do good?
The master at work. I gotta figure out how to do these little tricks my own way. I think once I become a master of the ways of the Force, like you and like my father before me, I too will turn to the dark side and be in a bunch of bad movies. It'd be terrible.
Hello there. These are not the droids you're looking for.
Right.
I love the cop car and the mumbles. Yeah, the mumbling mumbles. he can do the mumbles thing. I cannot. You've mastered the art of mumbles.
Well, what you got to do, here's the trick. First, you write it out. So he actually has lines, much like Chewbacca in the first Star Wars had lines. Those he had lines. You just didn't know them because you didn't hear them. Mumbles worked kind of in the same way. So you say, Tracy, okay, where is Big Boy? And he's like, I don't know, Tracy. I didn't do nothing. I didn't see nothing. I want my lawyer. right? That's the line. But you write it out in text, IDEND NUT, like you skip a bunch of the letters and then try to say it with the missing letters, and you go, oh, it's the line. I didn't do nothing. I didn't see nothing. I want my lawyer.
OBS brings up oxtails here. I've seen those for sale at the store, and I've actually had them, and they're like stew meat, in my opinion. They make good flavorings for stuff to eat. And what are oxtails, you ask? They're exactly what they say on the can, and they don't come in a can. You can see the little round oxtail cuttings sitting inside of the styrofoam package there over where the poor folks' food is in the grocery store.
So let me get this straight. You're a picky eater. You don't even like anything on your hamburger. It's a plain hamburger. You're going to eat the freaking necktie on an ox's ass?
Yep.
Wow.
I've also had rooster fries. Do you know what rooster fries are?
I'm afraid to ask.
Well, they say that they're the rooster's testicles, but they're not. They're actually the rooster's penis-y.
Oh, so it's not the beans. It was the Frank.
They taste like chicken McNuggets.
Ugh. Chicken McFrank.
Well, they taste better when a good cook seasons them properly and deep fries them. They're good.
So
come join the dark side, Jonesy. We have cookies.
Yes. So if I get this straight, it's the rooster's French fry, for lack of a better thing to explain. So you ate the cock of the cock?
Mm-hmm.
OBS wants to know how big the thing was. Was it like one of these?
About the size of chicken McNuggets.
Oh, that's terrible.
And Rocky Mountain oysters. The problem with those are they're like eating real oysters, and I don't like that. Raw oysters. I eat my oysters. If I eat oysters, I want them fried and seasoned, not sitting in a plate where I have to dig them out of the shell raw. Yuck.
We're talking oysters from the sea, right?
Yeah, but Rocky Mountain oysters are the pig testicles, and
you ate the rooster's pee. I figured you'd go for the other one too.
No, the thing is that those are like you can't even chew them. I can't imagine a rooster thingamajiggy being wide. Well, no, it's not. It's not wide like a chicken nugget, but it's kind of the consistency of a chicken nugget is what I'm saying. And
tastes like chicken.
Yeah, it tastes like chicken.
I want to know, is the wiener feathered, or is it plain, or is it like pink like a dog's wiener, or like how does rooster wiener
okay work? When you go to the fried chicken place, does the chicken have feathers in it when you buy it there?
I suppose it does not. He has been stripped of all his dignity.
There you go. Well, as far as the penis-y goes, it is not on the outside of the rooster. It's on the inside of the rooster. Don't ask me how any of that works because I'm not a biologist.
I was going to be my next question. If it's inside, how does he?
I don't know.
Never mind then.
What the hell have you got me talking about?
What have you got me talking about? It's about chicken wieners.
We're talking about the strange foods that people will eat, and I will tell you that human beings will eat anything
or anyone.
There are those who eat people, but I'm not one of them either. But yeah, there are people who eat people.
Jeffrey Dahmer,
Charlton Heston,
the people that got stuck in the mountain pass, the Donner Pass.
The Donner Party.
The Donner Party.
I watched all them cooking shows.
I got a special place in my
watch-
heart. I got a special place in my heart for the Gordon Ramsay. That dude is like the Judge Judy of the cooking shows. I just love watching him tear into people.
Eat the bugs. You will eat the bugs and like them. Cock of the walk. I remember Julia Childs. Do you remember Julia Childs?
Name sounds familiar.
What it be, kids? Says Hyperdelic. Good to see you, man. You just now joining us? Man, we've been having fun down here today. Speaking of fun, nobody has picked anything from the music and fun list. I think I about played these out. Nobody wants to hear them anymore. And thanks to the super chatters tonight. We had a super chat from Figuratively Speaking and from Sioux Studio tonight. Thank you. Justin Wilson was a good cook. Yes, he was. I guarantee. You remember him? Cooking Cajun with Justin Wilson on PBS?
Yeah, I want to say if you watch the Leatherface on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I want to say he was doing a bad impression of that guy.
Probably.
I guarantee I'll get them turtles.
That's it. That's Justin Wilson. And he used to tell Cajun jokes on there, and those were funny as hell too. Oh, Bill, we like all the songs. Well, pick one, dang it. Or you just want to listen to
trying to imagine she said she was like Gordon Ramsay when she was in charge. She didn't call them names. She'd freak out. I have to tell you this. I worked in a kitchen a few times myself, and there's a saying, you can't stand the heat. You better stay out of the kitchen. They ain't talking about the temperature. Kitchens can get hairy.
Oh, believe me, I've worked KP before in Boy Scouts and in the Army. I know. My mother told me. You want to hear that again? I'll be more than happy to play it again for you, OBS. You want to hear that again, there, Jonesy?
It don't matter to me.
I take that as a yes. My mother told me. A little bit for the soup and a little bit for me. That's right. Kitchen people got to be tough. Are they tough anymore, OBS? That's my question. Are the kids that are working in the... No, they're not. They're very
flimsy. At them half as much as you could 20 years ago. Now they just quit.
All right, before we play the video, I'll go ahead and tell this. I worked as a media specialist in a library for almost 20 years. Now, that's a pretty long time. And I watched a generational change. I watched a group of normal kids come through, and then I steadily watched them get more and more to the point where you couldn't even tell them, you got to be quiet in the library. Shh. They would run, go tell it. He was mean to me. What did he do? He told me to be quiet. The library. How dare he? I had one kid gagging. I was bleeding so bad into the glove. Cut herself. Had stitches. Had to wrap it up in paper and towel and duct tape and put a glove on and kept on cooking. I want to hear the Wellerman. Okay, I see that text to speech don't work that well. Do it. We'll do Wellerman, and we'll do My Mother Told Me in a rock block. How about that? No, they so wimpy today. The kid the other day had a tiny nick and was complaining, boo hoo hoo. I've sliced my finger wide the hell open all the time at work because we got these what we call them chips and strings. They're made of metal, and if you run your finger across them, they're like razor sharp. And sometimes they wrap up onto the tool, and you got to get it off. The kitty catification of America. Yeah, I believe that. I don't remember the mother one. I'm brain dead. All right, Truth Sioux Studio. All right, we're gonna play a video block here. We're gonna play My Mother Told Me, followed by the Wellerman. You ready? Here we go.
Ready.
There once was a ship that put to sea, and the name of the ship was the Billy O.T. The winds blew up her bow, dip down, or below my bully boys blow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She'd not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. The boat had hit the water, the whale's tail came up and caught her. All hands to the side, harpooned and fought her when she dived down low. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. No line was cut, no whale was freed. The captain's mind was not of greed, and he belonged to the whaleman's creed. She took that ship in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. For 40 days or even more, the line went slack, then tight once more. All boats were lost, there were only 4, but still that whale did go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. As far as I've heard, the fight's still on, the line's not cut and the whale's not gone. The wellerman makes his regular call to encourage the captain, crew, and all. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
I'm not sure if it's safe to report from my vantage point. I really need to leave. So the fences inform me that the surrounding areas are in ruin. I see some people running now. In the opinion of this reporter, if this nation, or in fact the world, ever needed heroes, that time is now. That time is now.
The Adventures of Superman. Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. who, disguised as Clark Kent, mild-mannered reporter from the great metropolitan newspaper, fights a never-ending battle for truth, justice, and the American way.
And we're back. We did a little rock block there for you guys. Sue Studio wants a Green Hornet figure. Do they make Green Hornet figures, Motu Jones? He's gone to the bathroom.
I'm sure
there he
they
is.
do.
Batman has
I'm
a
sure
dark
they
blue
do.
mask. Blue mask, dark blue is Detective Batman. That's correct. The mask with the black on it is Detective Batman from the other one. I love that figure, Joneser. And matter of fact, I kind of like it better than the old Superpowers Batman. Is that bad of me?
You can like what you like. I actually like this one.
You are in a minority liking that one, but I think his body is the buck is a little bit too wide, but I think it's supposed to be like that because he's Hush Batman, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I like that one. So you can like
and
what
I
you
want
like.
to shout out. Hold on, I want to shout out my super chatters real quick because the chat got wonky on me there, and I couldn't. They didn't show up on screen. Excuse me. OBS gave us a $10 super chat. There we go. And figuratively speaking, donated $2 through super chat. So thank you both for those. I appreciate that so much. That was a super sticker. It's something saying GG. What is that little thing? I can't tell, but he's got little eyes and stuff. Maybe it's I've been slacking on Detective Batman. I like Detective Batman. He's pretty damn cool. So, what is our super chat goal looking at like? We're at $14. No, that's not it. I can't see it because of the boom. There we go. $18.49. We're 36.98% towards the weekend goal. So we're getting there. We're getting there, Jones. Or we're going to get that. Whippoorwill would also be a good idea for a song. Okay, OBS. Sue Studio. Thank you for that. Well, I'll see what I do. Green Sleeves is a good song. Have you ever heard Green Sleeves? That's a pretty good damn song.
Can't say that I have.
It's an old like medieval song, but yeah, it's like cool. I still need to order it. I'm a slacker. Oh, I got you. Yeah, he's still available. Detective Batman is still available. Some of these other figures have been sold out. I can tell you a place to go to get them, and a lot of people are scared to order from these people, but CMD Store. Have you ever heard of that? If you're finding CMD Store, it's all one word, cmdstore.com, I think is what it is. That's where I ordered another invisible plane so I could have one in the box because I can't put my invisible plane back in the box because when I snapped that rear spoiler or whatever it is on there, it snapped in there where it won't ever come out again. But that place, if they're sold out otherwhere, you're going to get them from there. Now, here's the problem: their shipping is a little steep, but you will get what you ordered from them. You will, and you'll get it quick. So if you're finding stuff sold out, check CMD Store. They're kind of like Paul. Well, we're not supposed to say his name on air, but Paul Mart. They're kind of like that.
Got you. Yeah, I found them. I'm looking right now.
Yeah, and if you're looking for something that's sold out other places, these guys might just have it in stock. And they like Shopify. That I had to use the Shopify in order to order from them. But they're legit.
I don't think they have the Detective Batman.
They don't. Is he out of stock or he's not even in stock?
I don't even see him listed.
Odd. Okay. But I think Detective Batman's available over there on McFarlane's site anyway. Gregorian Chants. Yes, those are pretty cool. I do like those OBS. I don't know if the ones that we are aware of are copyrighted or not. I'll have to upload a private video and let YouTubesies tell me. Speaking of YouTubesies, The butt of all of our jokes, but he's actually a nice guy. Scott Knightlick has gone through some hell. He finally got his channel back after 91 bogus copyright strikes from a website run by a guy named Ethan something or another, because he used some pictures that this guy had made. And YouTube finally gave him his channel back. Meanwhile, after YouTube determined that all those copyright strikes were not valid, which took a month for them to do while his channel was on hiatus, because you're guilty until proven innocent on YouTube. Guess what? After he got his channel back, motherfucker came back and gave him 10 more copyright strikes.
I guess people want to perpetrate stuff. They're going to perpetrate it. I don't know.
This isn't fair. And it's like if somebody really has it in out for you, they can do something like this to you and kill your channel.
If it can get someone as big as him, what chance does a little guy like me have?
I'm thinking the same thing. And do I have enemies? Maybe. I don't feel like they're my enemies, but they may think that I am their enemy, and they may try to do that to me too.
Yeah, I wouldn't even want to put that idea in anybody's little old head. Just live and let live. Shalay shalah.
Yeah, really. And first rule of YouTube is you don't strike another channel. You talk to that person first. I don't know. I just hit 100 subs. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have 100. Yay! Good going, Mike. We finally got you there. We got to get Cliffy there next. And there's a giveaway going on that. Is it still going on? Talk
yeah, I think I got a whole 7 people in it, if even. I wish more people would have seen the video and more people would have signed up and subscribed to his channel, because I don't think I moved the needle on that at all. When he hits 100, we're still going to give away the comic anyway. But I was hoping we'd have got there a couple weekends ago, so I'm kind of disappointed.
Mike, throw up the link there to Eternia and Ellipsis channel. And if anybody in here now is not subscribed to Sir Clifton, please go over there and do that when you get a chance. Even if you don't want to enter the contest, but the contest is for a book. They've been killing channels for a long time. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. I really don't. YouTube needs to fix that. The best way to do that would be to kill the video itself until it can be reviewed, especially if you dispute it. And I've known some of the bigger channels will go ahead and get a lawyer up and start a court proceeding. And when that happens, it quashes it all together. But you know what? Us little guys can't afford that. How much do lawyers cost? Good God.
They're a little spendy.
Oh, yeah. And you know, America, you get the justice that you can pay for.
Dang right. That is how it is. He who has the better lawyer or the more corrupt judge wins the battle.
Yeah. Yeah, congratulations, Mike, says figuratively speaking. Yeah, figuratively. Mike has been working really hard over there. He's been sick for a while, and he's just now getting back into the swing of things. I've seen his shorts and videos are starting to pop back up again, and I've been over there watching as many of them as I can, Mike. Sometimes I'm at work, and all I can do is come in and like it and watch a little bit of it, and then watch the rest later. Big Bad Toy Store has Green Hornet Kato figures, one that is Valet Kato and one that is Green Hornet Kato. I don't get copyright crap. If it's out there, it's out there. Too bad, so sad. It's out there. It is what it is. Well, that's kind of the way I feel about it. I feel like if other people have got it up on their channels, why can't I have it on mine?
Well, it's kind of like when you're on Facebook and you get banned from sharing a picture that you found on Facebook.
Yeah. Because the Facebook police come and put you in Facebook jail.
Right. Well, YouTube does their version of that. It's the strike. They go, oh, you better stop it.
You better stop it now. You better stop using all that stuff everybody else is using.
You said the word that you're not allowed to say on YouTube, so you get a community guideline strike.
Whatever.
I haven't had one of those yet. I pretty much dance around everything. Joneser says that I'm pretty good at it. I don't think I'm as good as Jeremy Hambley by any means, but there are words that we use for people who do terrible things to the young ones. There's the little man with the mustache who was the bad guy in World War II.
I don't like any of that, dude. I guess I'm just too much of a like talk to the elephant in the room kind of person. I always just say it with your chest, say it like you mean it. You know, like I hate
guidelines. Like, get your channel taken offline by YouTube. Yeah, go ahead. What are you accomplishing by that? I guess you're showing YouTube who's the boss. I don't know, but if your channel is dead. And they're suppressing it with their shadow ban, which they do, and they do it. They claim they don't. That's bullshit. They do, and that's I don't know what you accomplished there. You got to work around it. So
here's the thing:
doing it.
You remember Howard Stern, right?
Oh yeah, he isn't what he used to be. He's totally. He got abducted by the same aliens that abducted Kevin Smith and replaced with a pod person.
What I'm getting at though is there's a bit of a shock jock, or like people have been saying things with their chest and being very successful at it for a long time. So I mean it is doable. It's just how you want to be presented, or what hills you want to climb, or what have you,
or what mountain you or hill you want to die on. The thing is, the big guys, they can get away with a lot more than us little guys can, because they've got what? The golden road.
Well, the people watching. If you got people watching, you're going to do it. And if you got nobody watching, no one's going to notice you did it anyway. It's what it is.
Golden rule, folks. He who has all the gold makes all the rules.
Absolutely. That's golden rule.
Makes no sense, says OBS. Well, there's a lot of things in this old world that just don't make no sense, girl. I'm telling you what. All right. What is it? It's 12:07. You know what that means, right?
Quack, quack.
Quack, quack. Let me see if I can find the quack quacks. There they are, right up there at the top where I put them. We had a great night, folks. I'm glad y'all came in. We had some music and fun. You got to see us mess around with my streaming software here as I was producing the show on the fly. This show here was the result of insanity. We decided to do it without any preparation whatsoever, and we still got $18.49 in Super Chats, getting us 36.98, almost 37% towards the weekend goal. 914 subscribers. If you have not subscribed, please do. Stay tuned, folks. When I get 1,000 subscribers, we're going to do a giveaway. And I've decided that if you're not subscribed to me, then forget it. But if you are, I'm going to enter you into the giveaway. We'll talk about that more probably tomorrow night. But just be prepared. Thank you, Mike, for putting the Eternian Ellipses link up there, folks. Go over there and subscribe to Sir Clifton. He needs to get first 100, right?
Yep, he's almost there. I want to say last I looked, he needed 14 or 15.
That's not a lot. He should be able to get that. As soon as he starts back streaming again, I'm sure it'll start back up. Thank you, OBS, for being with us. Thank you to everyone who super chatted. OBS, figuratively speaking, and Susudio. Speaking of super chatters, let's talk about the super chatters for tonight. We had Robert's Infinite Realms, not tonight, but last weekend. Robert's Infinite Realms, Radical Mom, Gilster 37, Susudio, the Melvor came in and was the hero. I Like Salt, Deborah Poe, Mr. Poe, Radical Toys, and Mike P. They were last week's super chatters, and appreciate that. Thank you all for everyone who's done that. Have a great night, Jamie. Great show, Bill. And Joneser, you got anything to say before I hit the credits?
Good night, Ned.
Gotcha. All right, guys. We'll see you next time on Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. But in the meantime, have a good journey. Special thanks to the channel supporters. Without your help, these adventures would not be possible. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed today's adventure, please hit like, subscribe, and share the video.